Let's take a trip to southeastern Massachusetts. Locals call this region the Bridgewater Triangle. It covers about 200 square miles. The points roughly connect Abington, Freetown, and Rehoboth. On a map, it forms a loose triangle shape. The name comes from cryptozoologist Loren Coleman in the 1970s. He documented decades of strange reports here. UFOs, ghosts, cryptids, cults, everything shows up. It's been called America's Bermuda Triangle. Let's see why. The area has a long indigenous history. The Wampanoag people lived here for centuries. They viewed certain swamps as sacred. One of them is Hockomock Swamp. Its name means place where spirits dwell. Colonial settlers feared it as cursed land. The swamp covers over 16,000 acres. It's dense, wet, and eerie, even in daylight. Many triangle stories center on this swamp. Sets the tone. Wild, ancient, mysterious. In the 1600s, tensions rose between settlers and the Wampanoag. The area saw brutal battles during King Philip's War. Thousands died across New England. The war ended with Wampanoag defeat. Folklore says their spirits still haunt the swamp. Some call it a curse. Others see it as trauma echoing through time. Either way, the stories never stopped. Instead, they got weirder. Much weirder. In the 1700s, lights were seen over the swamp. People described glowing orbs. Some floated low over the water. Others shot into the sky and vanished. No known source was found. Locals called them ghost lights. Today they'd be called UFOs. They still get reported. The skies are busy here. They're not alone. The triangle is full of cryptid legends. Bigfoot-like creatures are the most famous. Hunters saw giant hairy figures near the swamp. They stood over 7 feet tall. Some screamed, others threw rocks. In the 1970s, sightings spiked. Police officers even reported them. No one caught one. But the stories piled up. Locals still talk about the Bridgewater Bigfoot. Other cryptids lurk here too. In the 1800s, people saw giant snakes. Some were over 12 feet long. They slithered across roads, then vanished. Newspapers ran the stories. Farmers armed themselves. No snake was captured. In the 1970s, giant bird sightings began. Witnesses described thunderbird-like creatures. One had a 12-foot wingspan. The region even has phantom animals. Ghostly black dogs appear near roads. They vanish when approached. Locals say, seeing one means death follows. Ghost deer appear and fade too. Drivers brake, then find nothing. Some call them spirit guardians. Others call them omens. Either way, they haunt these woods, and they aren't alone. Cult activity adds a darker layer. In the 1970s, police found ritual sites. They were deep in Freetown State Forest. Animal bones, symbols, candles, and altars. Rumors spread of occult groups. Some claimed satanic rituals occurred. Others suspected hoaxes. Yet more sites kept appearing. Teenagers dared each other to explore them. Some never returned. Disappearances fueled the triangle's legend. People vanish without a trace. Some are hikers, some are hunters. Some are children. Search teams find nothing. Dogs lose the scent. Compasses spin. Electronics fail. The forest swallows them. Even police officers feel uneasy here. They report sudden silence. Radios cut out. Lights fade. The air grows heavy. Something watches. They can't explain it. But they don't forget it. And this is only the beginning. The Bridgewater Triangle doesn't stay quiet at night. It hums with stories of lights in the sky. The modern UFO era hit here hard. The 1960s brought a wave of reports. Dozens saw strange glowing discs. Some hovered above treetops. Others darted away at impossible speed. Police officers confirmed sightings. Air Force radar picked up unknown blips. No plane smashed them. In 1976, 4 people saw a giant triangle-shaped craft. It had bright white lights on each corner. It hovered without sound. Then it shot off and vanished. The witnesses gave the same story separately. Investigators found no evidence of a hoax. Newspapers called it the Bridgewater UFO. It became a local legend. Even skeptics raised an eyebrow. The triangle earned its alien reputation. UFO reports never stopped. In 1990, a Bridgewater man filmed flashing orbs. The footage showed 5 lights in formation. They blinked in sync, then faded. The tape aired on local TV. Viewers flooded the station with their own stories. In 2011, pilots saw orange lights above Taunton. Air traffic control saw nothing on radar. The pilots called them not of this world. The mystery deepened. Some link the UFOs to the swamp. Hockomock is the triangle's beating heart. Locals call it the place everything starts. People report glowing orbs rising from the bog. They float silently, then zip away. No heat, no sound, no smoke. Scientists blame swamp gas. The lights move too fast for gas. The Wampanoag saw them long ago. They called them spirit lights. The idea of a curse hangs over the triangle. It traces back to King Philip's War. Metacom, called King Philip by colonists, led the Wampanoag. He fought to protect their land. He died in 1676. His body was drawn and quartered. His head was displayed on a spike for 25 years. The Wampanoag were nearly wiped out. Some say the land never healed. They call it the curse of Metacom. People say the curse fuels the chaos. It draws darkness to the area. It bends time and place. It makes people see what isn't there. It makes people disappear. Paranormal researchers hear this often. They call the triangle a window area. Places where dimensions blur. Things cross over and refuse to leave. This draws more than ghosts and UFOs. It draws humans with dark intentions. Freetown State Forest became a hotspot. In the 1970s, police found ritual sites there. They found animal bones and pentagrams. In the 1980s, they found mutilated cattle. In the 1990s, they found human remains. Some linked the sites to cults. Others linked them to gangs. The forest's isolation hides secrets. In 1978, teens exploring found a shallow grave. Police uncovered several small animal corpses. They were arranged in a circle. Candles surrounded them. Symbols were carved into nearby trees. The case went unsolved. The site became a local dare spot. Some reported seeing hooded figures at night. Some heard chanting. No one stayed long. 187, a woman's body was found there. She was tied to a tree. Police suspected ritual murder. Locals whispered about satanic cults. Investigators found no group to blame. Rumors grew anyway. The forest's reputation turned sinister. Even rangers avoid certain areas. Trails vanish in the undergrowth. Compasses spin without reason. Freetown isn't the only haunted zone. The Bridgewater State Hospital has its own tales. It opened in 1855 as an almshouse. Later it became a psychiatric prison. It housed violent offenders with mental illness. Staff reported shadow figures. Doors opened by themselves. Inmates screamed about invisible visitors. Paranormal teams still investigate it. The triangle doesn't run out of ghosts. They linger in old buildings and lonely roads. Bridgewater State University has its share. Students report footsteps in empty halls. Doors slam when no one's near. Lights flicker during exams. A ghostly woman roams the dorms. She fades when spoken to. Staff joke about her on tours. Students don't laugh at night. Taunton State Hospital tells darker stories. It opened in 1854 as an asylum. Conditions were brutal for decades. Abuse and overcrowding left scars. Patients were locked in tiny cells. Many died and were buried on the grounds. Today people hear screams in the ruins. Cold spots appear in summer heat. Shadows move on the walls. Paranormal teams call it one of the most active sites. The Rehoboth Village Cemetery adds to the chill. It dates back to the 1600s. Old stones lean at odd angles. Visitors hear whispers among the graves. Cameras glitch inside the gates. Some see glowing eyes in the dark. Others see pale figures drifting. Locals say it's cursed ground. Tourists dare each other to go in. Most leave fast. Even the roads are haunted. Route 44, near Seekonk, is infamous. Drivers see a hitchhiker at night. He wears a red flannel shirt, stands by the road, then vanishes. Radios cut out when he appears. Cars stall without warning. He never harms anyone. He never stays long. They call him the red-headed hitchhiker. The triangle bends reality in strange ways. People lose time here. Watches stop working. Hours pass in minutes. Some walk in circles on straight paths. GPS shows them miles away. Phones die without cause. Batteries drain instantly. Then everything returns to normal, like nothing happened. Animals sense something too. Dogs refuse to enter parts of the swamp. Birds go silent without warning. Deer freeze like statues. Fish vanish from whole ponds. Hunters say the forest goes dead at times. Then everything bursts back to life. No one knows why. It happens often. It scares even seasoned locals. Theories try to explain the triangle. Some blame geology. The land has odd magnetic fields. Compasses spin in places. Electronics fail without reason. Researchers think this warps perception. Others blame the swamp gas. It glows under certain conditions, releases methane that clouds the brain. Skeptics say this causes hallucinations. Folklorists see cultural layers. Wampanoag spiritual beliefs shaped early stories. Colonial fears added demons and witches. Modern media added aliens and Bigfoot. Each generation stacked new myths. The triangle became a story machine. The stories feed each other. If fear creates more fear, believers say this energy attracts phenomena. Skeptics say it explains them away. Paranormal researchers still flock here. They set up night vision cameras. They fly drones over the swamp. They use EMF meters and spirit boxes. They collect hundreds of strange readings. Orbs float on their videos. Voices whisper on their recorders. Cold spots appear on thermal scans. Nothing proves anything, but the evidence never stops. The Bridgewater Triangle keeps its secrets. It has no borders on a map. It has no single mystery to solve. It's a cluster of the unexplained. It mixes folklore and fear. It pulls people into the unknown. Some leave shaken. Some leave obsessed. And the triangle waits for the next one.
That's it for today's Forgotten Tale. If this story made you raise an eyebrow don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that dusty little bell so you never miss another echo from the past. Drop it in the comments. We're always listening for new echoes. Got a weird bit of history you think we should cover? Until next time, keep your curiosity loud and your history weird.